Good morning and welcome. Patriot Radio News Hour live on this Tuesday with news to disturb the comfortable. And well, let's face it, if you're already disturbed, well, then, you know, hey, this news is something you're all going to want to hear. 800-951-0592. That is our toll-free number. Be your own central bank. Wealth insurance. That's really what it is. Talking about legal, lawful, constitutional tender. You know, our founding fathers wanted the money to be gold and silver for a reason. And no, it wasn't for stock prices, right? It wasn't for bankers to profit from. It was because they had very real-life experience with fiat money. And we're going through another real-life experience again today. Another woodshed beating in the corner for the stock market, for the paper debt market. They all need to be repriced. And of course, you know that here. Get ready. Don't panic yet. This isn't the bad part, right? This is still just a warning shot. The Dow, the S&P have taken back all their gains for the year, so they're gone, wiped away. Again, you know, I've been telling you this is going to happen, and it's happening right now. The Dow's down 400, the S&P's down 50, the Nasdaq's down 137. Gold's up a baker's dozen. Silver flying as well. We got a great show for you. We had a lot. Listen, big week for earnings. Big week. Obviously, they were not good today. I'll give you the quick overview of that in the next segment. Today, you are going to get an opportunity. You know, we talk about how we're a different kind of company. You can buy gold and silver a lot of places, right? You know that. I know that. You know that. Everybody knows that. I hope you buy it from us because it's what keeps this show. Matter of fact, we've been doing this 23 years. An opportunity today to buy government hallmarked silver at spot. An opportunity today to buy pre-1935 silver at not, you know, $1 or $2 below spot, significantly below cost, not spot, below cost, as well as a couple of other items. We got a great, just again, I think when we look at what 2018 is going to be, you know, we've only got, 2.5 months or so left in this year. It will go down, and I believe go down as one of the greatest years of all time to actually add to your portfolios. Obviously, right, 2001, you know, when gold was in the 250s, great year to buy. 05, great year to buy. And again, 2018, another one of those great years. And really, I think this is going to rival 2001, not because of the price was so inexpensive. Obviously, gold's, you know, $1,200 and almost $1,240 today. Because of the ability to buy as close to spot as you've had this year. And again, we've seen all of these premiums rising. We've been fortunate enough to do a lot of estate business lately, which is allowing you a fantastic opportunity to participate in these markets. You know what? Having said that, if you have a portfolio and you don't know what it is, maybe you inherited it or you didn't buy it from us and you want us to give an evaluation, we'll gladly do that for you. Just call us up. Tell us what you got. We'll tell you what it's worth. We don't charge for any of that stuff. We don't really charge for anything. I mean, obviously, we charge you to buy products, but as far as doing an evaluation or things of that nature, there's never a fee to do that. We're happy to do that for you. If you want to set something up with us, 800-951-0592. I'm going to remind you all again. Don't forget about getting into the metals program. It's time to get serious now. That information available at allamericangold.com. For as little as $100 a month, you can get some wealth protection. IRAs, if you want to roll your IRA, right? Obviously, don't you wish you'd rolled it a couple of months ago because it's taken a pretty big hit. But if you're looking to roll your IRA into physical gold and silver, we can do that for you. No, you cannot store your IRA at your house. Regardless of what all of the advertisements say, it is illegal. Don't do it. Everything we do is through Gold Star Trust, and all of our metals are stored at. Well, I shouldn't say all. We actually have another place, but through Gold Star, we do it all at the Delaware Depository. We can help you with that as well at 800-951-0592. When we get back, we're going to talk about earnings. We're going to talk about the specials that we have, and they are fantastic today. You know, they're good. You know, every time we run, they're always good, and some days are better than others. This is one of those days that it's better and a lot better. 800-951-0592. Quick look here. Gold's $1,234 right now. Silver up over 20 more cents today. Silver $14.78. Before we get into earnings, we had housing sales from Friday that we've got to get to, and then we'll talk about what has been leading the Dow lower again today, where is it headed, and all of those other things. But before we get to that, here's what we have. U.S. pre-1965 silver quarters. Okay, so these are 90% silver quarters. If you want to buy them, buy the roll, because I want everybody to get an opportunity today to get in. If you want to buy them, buy the roll. They're $120, which is that's a great price. It really is. It's a great price. You're like $2 over spot, $1.99 over spot. That's good. If you buy a quarter of a bag, and based on where silver just jumped up a little bit on me, a quarter of a bag, which a quarter of a bag, just so you know how much that is, that's 178.75 ounces. So just under 179 ounces of silver. So if you blowtorched it, that's how much you'd get. Those are at $2,635. That puts your cost at $14.74. I only have 8 quarter bags. That's it. So I can do this 8 times. If you bought 4 bags, that would be a full bag of junk silver. You're saving what, $1,800 on 4 of them from our regular price. So a huge savings. You get a quarter bag of junk silver. And this is U.S. hallmark material. Every once in a while, and even then it's hard. Like maybe you can get a silver round or maybe a silver bar, maybe once in a blue moon for spot, maybe. Normally, you're looking at anywhere from $1 to $1.50 over spot for non-government hallmark material. We know on Silver Eagles, as an example, right? Like I would say the bread and butter silver coin, right? Minted by the U.S. Mint. You get a roll of 20, right? You're looking at $3.75 over spot. Our regular retail on junk silver is going to be about $2.50 over spot. So this is a huge, huge opportunity. You don't get the opportunity to buy government hallmark silver at least now a penny less than spot. Take advantage of that. So 2,600, and what did I say? 2635. Wendy, is that the number? I'm sorry. 2635. $2,635. These are in Colorado. So this is this biggest state that we've been buying. We're going through it little by it's enormous. But these are in Colorado. I will have them here. As far as Colorado, they're already there. If you order from Phoenix today and you want to pick up, they will be in the mail to me tomorrow morning. So we'll have them here probably by the end of the week. So here in Phoenix, if you want to pick up either Friday or Monday, they're going to be here. That's at $26.35. There's only 8. So there's only 8 of those at 800-951-0592. And I can't replace those. So take the time, put those away. There you go. So 3 lines still open. The other item, it's another silver item. We've been running a lot of, and I shouldn't say a lot, but graded Morgan's, grading piece out of this estate. There are 30 rolls of peace dollars, and they come 20 in a roll. 90% of these are AU peace dollars. The others, there is some excess, very few. The vast majority of these are AU peace dollar rolls. Just the cost, my cost, if I was going out to buy these on the open market, would be $440. That would be my cost. So I'd have a retail of probably $465, something like that. Today and today only, because there's only 30 rolls, $375 a roll. That's $65 below cost. 2 fantastic opportunities. Listen, these are no-brainers. When you think about no-brainer buying opportunities, these 2 are it. If you're like, well, which one should I buy? I don't know. I'd buy a quarter bag of the quarters, and I'd throw some rolls of those AU peace dollars in with it, because you can't beat the price anywhere. Nobody's going to sell it to you for less. At 800-951-0592. So let's talk about what happened today. This is just a continuation. This is not the garden variety pullback. So we had a lot of earnings out today. Companies like 3M, Caterpillar, McDonald's, Verizon, big name companies. Here's what happened. Some companies missed on profits, they missed on earnings per share, and they also missed on revenue, right? The hat trick of misses, like that was 3M today. Some companies did what we've been seeing. Hey, I made it on earnings per share, but sales weren't so good. Some other companies said, hey, you know what? I made it on earnings per share and revenue. I got there. Every company, however, here's what really did them in. Only thing that happened guidance-wise, most companies were cutting guidance. In other words, saying, hey, guess what? Next quarter, not going to be as good. All of them said 2019 is not going to be as good. But here was the bigger takeaway today. Not one, not a single company actually raised guidance today. And we've got a slew. Listen, all week long we've got big earnings. So right now we're kind of back at where we started for the year on Wall Street. Hopefully we hold here. I don't know. I wish I knew, all right? If I knew, I wouldn't be doing this job, right? But my guess is we're probably going to test the lows of the year, which is about another 1,400 more points on the Dow. Hopefully we hold that level. If not, obviously we'll go further down, but this is the big news today had to do with guidance. Everybody was out there talking about costs are up. Everybody was saying where margins are under pressure. A lot of people, you know what else we heard today? Tariffs, the dollar, right? We're starting to get all of these things. And let's face it, Wall Street was priced for perfection. They needed everything to go right? They needed for China to lay down on the tariffs. That didn't happen. They needed the EU to lay down on the tariffs, right? That didn't happen. They needed the Federal Reserve to say, you know what, we're going to take a break. That didn't happen. They needed for the dollar to weaken, right? That didn't happen. All of those things are probably going to happen, but unfortunately for all of us, not right now. What are you doing? Wendy is... What? That's my sweater. Wendy's, it looks better on you than it does on me. So all of those things happen, right? So we've got an adjustment here. I don't know. I wish I did. I'm pretty confident that we're probably going to test the low. So there's still more pain to come. But today it really was about Caterpillar, 3M in particular, both of them saying that earnings are, 3M was a disaster. 3M missed everywhere. They said we didn't make EPS, we didn't make revenues, and by the way, we're cutting. Caterpillar, they did reaffirm. But they were supposed to raise estimates, and they said that wasn't going to be the case. So both of them are getting hit pretty hard. Other news out, existing home sales came out Friday. Disastrous. A huge miss. Now we're looking at existing home sales. Looks like we're going to fall under the 5 million house threshold number, which is going to put us back, you're talking about going back to sales like 2014, 2013, big misses there. Then today, the automakers, and in particular, the car dealerships. We are definitely seeing business pull back. This was Lee Summit, a Toyota dealership in Missouri. September was off some. But October, we're talking about sales being down 12% on cars, but here was the bad part. Sales on trucks down 23%. Tampa, Florida, saying sales are down 13%. And really, when you go over, they had people all over the country saying sales were down, all of them in the double digits. They're looking at new vehicle interest rates are now just under 6%. So we're starting to see now auto dealers now saying, hey, it's starting to affect sales because, obviously, right, vehicle prices, all-time record highs. You got to, we now really buy cars for what? Payment. How much is the payment going to be? Nobody even wants to know the sticker price anymore. Heaven forbid, my wife drives an Escalade. I know that sounds fancy. But it's a 10-year-old Escalade. It's got 200,000 miles on it. And we don't even talk about it. Because we would love to buy another one. Love it. Right? Go buy it brand new. We had this. We bought that one brand new. We would love it. It's over $100,000. Forget it. Forget it. Keep driving. I was like, forget that. I'll just keep driving this one till it stops. But can you imagine now the interest payment? That was almost, you know what? I know for a fact if we got a loaded one, that would equal the cost of our first home. Yeah, don't worry, there's no inflation. 800-951-0592. Get on the phone. Get that silver. You're going to get rewarded for it. Patriot Radio News Hour. We'll be back right after the break.
This is the Phyllis Schlafly Report from Phyllis Schlafly Eagles. Mrs. Schlafly was a courageous and articulate voice for traditional values and common sense for more than 70 years. Now, continuing that legacy, the president of Phyllis Schlafly Eagles, Ed Martin.
You may not have been aware, but the People's Republic of China has been at war for years with beloved children's cartoons. Recently, Chinese Communist Party censors have been wiping images and GIFs of Winnie the Pooh from the Chinese web space because some users have been comparing China President Xi's appearance to that of the golden honey-loving bear. In one comparison posted online, two pictures were placed next to each other. The left photo displayed President former Obama and Xi sauntering across a garden lawn, while the cartoon on the right imitated the poses of the two world leaders with Pooh as Xi and Obama as Tigger. Such depictions are not appreciated by the Communist Party, which views them as damaging. Pooh Bear is not the only victim of politically correct sanitation. Last spring, one of China's largest video sharing apps, TikTok, blocked almost 30,000 uploads featuring the British cartoon character Peppa Pig. Although the show has been used by parents to help teach their children English, Chinese state media has condemned the show as a negative influence on children. As of late, Peppa has become an icon for the song subculture. To members of this group, the animated piglet is a tongue-in-cheek way to represent the disappointment they feel when their high expectations for the future are shattered by discovering the meager opportunities that await them in their communist home. When a government or corporation has the authority to police web communications, abuse of that power always results. For the elites, the temptation to strike an undesirable post or discussion from collective consciousness proves just too great. In the United States, we are blessed with the First Amendment, which protects our right to speak freely without government interference or intrusion. However, with the recent disputes regarding free speech on social media sites like Facebook and Twitter, the role of free public discourse seems to be in serious jeopardy. We ought to learn the alarming lessons we see from China as we tackle our own discussions about internet freedom. We should learn that before it's too late.
This has been the Phyllis Schlafly Report from Phyllis Schlafly Eagles. Political correctness is no longer simply about restricting speech. This tool for tyranny has led to employees being fired, pastors silenced, small businesses closed, and truth suppressed. Thankfully, the politically correct can't censor the work at phyllisschlafly.com. Join us, won't you, at phyllisschlafly.com. And thanks for listening to the Phyllis Schlafly Report.
800-951-0592. 6 bags, quarter bags remaining. If you're just joining us, this is a no-brainer. If you have $2,635, buy it. You're buying U.S. government hallmark silver. at below spot. Now, it's only a couple cents below spot, but it's below spot. We have 6 quarter bags left. They're $2,635. That's 1,000 quarters, right? Kind of look at it like this, right? That's gallons of milk. That's loaves of bread, butter, right? Salt. This is buying necessities, eggs, chickens, things of this nature. 1,000 quarters, 178.75 ounces of silver at below spot. Nobody does that. You're never going to get deals like this unless, you get them from us. When we're able to get them, we pass the savings on to you. 800-951-0592. The other deal, which I'm telling you, is pretty much as good. You could make an argument that it's better. I would sell what we would call cold peace dollars. These would be the ugliest peace dollars you ever could find for $375 today. These are almost all 90% of these are AU peace dollars. So you're going to get a roll of, we'll call them XFAU peace dollars, but like I said, 90% of these are AUs. Rolls of 20, $375. That's $65 below my cost and about $90 below what my normal retail price would be. That's incredible. 800-951-0592. We've got 26 rolls of the peace dollars, 6 bags of quarters. 3 lines are open. 800-951-0592. A lot of you out there follow Mike Shedlock. They call him Mish Talk in the industry. He's out warning today. I just want to bring this, and it's hard to argue. He came out with a warning today. If you have money in Italian banks, get it out now. Well, you can. Capital controls are coming to Italy. It is increasingly likely to leave the Eurozone entirely. So, in other words, today I'll just let you know the EU rejected Italy's budget request again. Bond spreads have now spread to Spain. Listen, they didn't fix it. I know we want to believe they did. They didn't. Italy is too big. They can't even do Greece. The EU, they forced Greece into this bail-out type thing, and, of course, you know what happened. No one can get their money out. Italy's too big. The EU doesn't have that kind of money. By the way, just to let you know, he actually put a number on it that the big players have already moved out. They said just between July and August, so this is before the big move, that 21.5 billion euros left Italian banks. My guess is, because we reported the other day, my guess is this month alone we're probably looking at a number closer to 40 billion euros leaving the Italian banks. And again, I think what you're going to see a huge flight to safety. This is going to cause, I think, a huge spike in gold. As now, Italy, this is a top 10 economy. This is starting to swallow up big players. And of course, now Spanish yields, they may be next, right? They're going to get to all the pigs. Don't worry. It's all coming. A great article also out. We've heard a lot about what shape is America really in. And we've talked about these jobs and doing all this stuff, and do they pay, do they not pay? The Social Security Administration, every year they release this report. And it's I mean, when you think about wealth and how much people make, right, the one place you know is Social Security, right, because they got the tax record. The median yearly wage in the United States, okay, that means 50% of people with a job will make more than this number, and 50% will make less. $30,533. When you divide that by 12, right? And again, if you didn't get any taxes taken out, anything like that, that's only $2,500 a month. 34% of all Americans made less than $20,000. 59% made less than $40,000. 68% made less than $50,000. By the way, in case you were wondering, poverty for a family, $29,420. So, I mean, the math's pretty easy, right? 50-60% of the country technically probably fits into the poverty scale. And again, now this was straight up. I didn't make up these numbers. Nobody seasonally adjusted these numbers to make them look better or worse. This was just straight from the Social Security Administration's report, and how the numbers break down. 68% of all families now making less than $50,000 a year. At the same time, annual budget deficits are now continuing to skyrocket. Here's the thing. I don't know. We know that already they've admitted 2019, which this month started fiscal year 2019, they've already said it's going to be $1 trillion. That's the little number. If the economy is really going to slow, and again, I don't know, I'm hoping fourth quarter we stay at 3. 2019, we will not be above 3%. But what if we go back to below 2? How big is that number really going to get? Patriot Radio News Hour. We'll be back after the break. 800-951-0592. Government hallmarked material below spot price. 5 bags. Now we're down to 5. You guys, it's like pulling teeth right now. The best silver price I think I've ever run. I don't think I've ever ran government hallmarked material at spot or below. I don't think so. Definitely haven't done it in Silver Eagles. These are silver quarters. We had 8, and we're doing them in quarterbacks. And I want as many people to get a chance as possible. But I'll tell you right now, if you want to buy the last 5, do it. I don't care. I just want them gone. I got to get through this estate. We paid for it. I've got to sell it. I've got to get rid of it. Right? This is a cash flow thing, right? We bought it. Now we need to turn it back into cash. That's why you're getting this opportunity. It's 178.75 ounces of silver. You're going to get 1,000 silver quarters. Right? You think about it, right? Hurry. 3 lines open. They're $2,635. Got 5 bags left. That's it. I can't replace them. These peace dollars. That's the other special. Don't buy the quarters if you can throw a roll a piece or 2 in there. These peace dollars, they may be the buy of the century because these are 90% of these are AU. Right? The other 10% are XFs. You're talking about a cost. If I was to buy rolls like this right now, it'd cost me $440. They're $375. That's your retail price. That would be the equivalent of me selling you the crappiest peace dollars I could find. Think about, we were selling the MS 63s and 64s, right? Remember, I think the MS 64s were, what, $37? Right? These you're talking about buying peace dollars, $18.75. And these are AUs. So, listen, both of you cannot go wrong in here. Listen, this is priced to liquidate. This is what this is about. $375 on peace rolls. I've got 26 rolls left. Now, someone's on the phone right now, so I don't know how many. And I had 5 bags of the quarters, the junk silver. These are live in Colorado. We bought the estate. This was an estate sale in Colorado. So all the product is there. Anything for Phoenix will be shipping tomorrow to come here. Obviously in Colorado, Jason will make appointments with you there. You come pick them up. It doesn't matter where you live. If you've never done business with us and you listen, you've heard about us, listen, we're not like anybody else. I promise you. Just call the number, and all you got to tell Wendy, I'd like the special, and tell her which one. Hey, I want the piece rolls or I want the quarter bags. And Wendy's going to ask you just one question. How many would you like? That's our big pressure sales tactic. Right? That's it. No bait and switches, no game. We'll take your name and address because we need to know where to send the product to. If you're in near Johnstown or you're here in here in Phoenix and you want to pick up, you save on the shipping cost, right? There is no other cost besides that. That's all there is. That's all you need to do. Once we have good funds, we ship registered, insured U.S. mail. You have to sign for it. We never, ever ship product and they leave it at your doorstep. That doesn't happen. And if it does, call me because I don't want to say it. Every once in a while you get a new postal service person that doesn't work. Don't worry. We insure everything. Everything. We've been doing this a long time. 23 years without a complaint. You know how hard that is to do? But that's what we do. Call the number. Here's the other thing. We don't call you. You'll never hear from me again. You may buy this special and never buy anything else. You'll never hear from us again. We just don't operate that way. We run on skeleton crews. We've got me, Wendy, and Arlene here. We got Jason and Brian up in Colorado. That's it. Allows us to sell things for less. 800-951-0592. I'll try to get an update after the break on what is left. We just had 2 lines open now. Wendy just got done again, so still got 3 more lines still open. Quarter bags of quarters. Wait, what? 3 bags now. 3 bags of quarters. That's all that's left. $2,635. That puts your cost for government hallmark silver at $14.74. Right now, silver's $14.76. Can't do better than that. 800-951-0592. And again, remember, we'll see what happens in Italy now. Just got Mike Shedlock just told everybody, get out of Italian banks. Obviously, here in the U.S., I don't know how many of you out there have Italian banks, money in Italian banks, but if you know people that do, tell them to get it out, and we'll watch. I don't know how this ends right now. Here's the problem. Italy's in the euro. They need a much weaker currency. The problem is Germany's in the euro. They don't need the weaker currency, and so therefore, here we go. I don't know. I think this may be it. Is this the beginning of the end? Are we talking about a euro that may not be around 5 years from today? It's possible. Patriot Radio News Hour. We'll be back after the break. 800-951-0592. I'll try to get Wendy's wrapping up another call here. One bag left. Last bag of quarters at $26.35. These are quarter bags. $14.74 is your cost. It's the last one. This is government hallmark silver, 1,000 silver quarters at a couple of cents below spot. Got one bag of those left. The peace dollars, which man, it's incredible. Those peace dollars at $3.75. I still got 20 rolls of those left. You can't go wrong. 800-951-0592. And I know we're focused on stocks and this and that and corrections and the Fed and interest rates and trade wars and all that other stuff. Bank runs and other countries going broke. The SEC, that's the Securities and Exchange Commission. The leader, Kara Stein, she's the head of the SEC. She spoke to the Brookings Institute this morning, calling in a talk called The New American Dream, Retirement Security. Since World War II, Americans have planned their retirements around the expectations of combining a pension, Social Security benefits, and personal savings in 401ks to provide sufficient income in the golden years. All lines are lit. All lines are lit. Stay on hold. We'll get to you in the order that you called. This is Kara Stein, head of the SEC, saying something has gone horribly wrong. The American pension system is broke, and as it stands today, they don't expect pension systems to survive. Talking about, these are the states and the cities, right? We know the pensions for like the truckers and the steel workers, right? All of those got dumped. But according to, they say, due to a number of factors, and declining trust funds, and the fact that not enough money was put away. In other words, they have allowed these states to pretend that they've been funded. They don't. They have not funded these pensions. Stein's talks continue to address the need for improved financial education. Listen, we already know. All of us know. We know this is, what do we do? Right? We're living on borrowed time, and this is the tsunami that we keep talking about. That's why I tell you, I hope it's only $40 trillion. Illinois now, just think about what Morgan Stanley said earlier, late last week. Hey, we need to figure out a way to let Illinois go bankrupt. Oh, and by the way, New Jersey and Maryland and West Virginia and Massachusetts and California, right? We need to find a way for them all to go bankrupt. 800-951-0592. I have no idea what's left, but whatever it is, take advantage of it. Patriot Radio News Hour. We'll be back tomorrow.